need it right, is head coach Mick Haley, followed by senior setter Kendall Bateman and senior outside hitter Alex Jupiter. Coach, if you would open with a general statement.
Well, I think we're really happy to be here. Surviving Honolulu was a major thing, and traveling here and getting our legs back has been a good thing. We've got finals, I think, finished. Isn't that right? This morning we finished finals, so hopefully it's all uphill from here as far as us getting ready to play. So we're really pleased to be here. It's always fun coming back to Texas for me personally, and I think it's a good place, a good venue to play, and great for the Coaches Association to be here. I think this is probably going to be one of the best Final Fours and the best attended Final Fours, so we're just really pleased to be part of it. Thank you for taking such good care of us.
Thank you, Coach. Questions?
For Kendall and Alex, how much did you learn from being here last year that's going to help you this year when you go into the match with Illinois tomorrow night?
I think last year we came here with pretty wide eyes, unsure of what to expect, and I think that experience has helped us a lot. We know how things go here, and I think we can help our freshmen too, just knowing what we know, and I think that'll help us to prepare for our games.
Yeah, I think that last year's experience was really big, and it brought us a lot of, well, we gained a lot of maturity from it. And all the returning players, we've just been helping the younger players. And of course they're excited. We don't want to, take this down or anything, but just making sure that they're also in control and that they're still on task and focused on the game and stuff like that.
For Mick, how does Illinois compare with other teams that you've seen in the Pac-12 or non-conference, like playing Penn State or Minnesota? How do they compare as a team, and what do you have to do maybe differently or better if you want to beat them?
Well, you're going to get me in trouble. Illinois is a good team, and I kind of like the way they do it. They're not tricky. They're not going to do a lot of different things. They're going to run Horning around end and Taylor off tackle, just like the Green Bay Packers. And if they can beat you with that, they're going to beat you. And I appreciate that execution. I think our job is to stop that and see how well we can do in maybe forcing some change, if at all possible. And we're a little bit like that ourselves, so it should be a great battle. It's a good matchup, I think.
Is there anybody you've seen like them, though, or played like your team to get ready for them that's like they're similar to make it easier? Is a team like that?
Well, in our conference, there have been several teams. UCLA brings the two big left sides at you, and they just dare you to do something else. They're a little bit more willing to change than I've seen Illinois, but and Cal has been that way in the past. They bring the two left sides, and then when Oregon can get Bergsman, another left side coming at you, they really pound it. So the big teams that bring the left sides with the 6'5" players are very difficult, and they win a lot right now the way volleyball is in our country. So I think that's why Illinois is here. They have that personnel that can bring it, and they use it, and they believe in it, and they keep doing it. And that's how I think they would match up. I think they would match up good in our conference that way because of the way they play.
Jimmy Taylor's going to be 80 next year, just in case you were wondering. Well, I know him.
I'm getting younger on Facebook, if you've noticed.
I'll check that out. Kendall, how good is Alex?
Where to start, actually? I think it's been such a pleasure playing with her for the last 4 years. She keeps her composure even when the games are tight. She's smart. She's dedicated. She works hard. The list could go on and on. I just really am lucky to have such a wonderful teammate, such a wonderful athlete. And I know she probably hates me that I'm complimenting her so much right now, but I think it's been such a wonderful experience playing with her. She really cares about her teammates, and she just is such a treat to play with.
Could you talk about her as a player, and maybe like, the way she hits and crunch time, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think she, like I said before, she's really smart with her decisions that she makes. She'll go high off the block, she'll tip it, she'll roll shot it. She has a lot of different shots that she has under her belt. She's a great passer. She can do it all. She brings it with her topspin serve. I'm just so lucky to have her as one of my teammates.
Going here to the left.
This question is for Alex. I think you're probably one of the most feared hitters in the game right now. Is that something you've always had in your arsenal? And where does that come from? Your power. Power.
Well, growing up, people used to tell me I had a heavy arm, I had a heavy ball. That's about as much as I acknowledge from it. I just try to play hard and try and be successfully efficient for my team. Being feared, I mean, a lot of people have given me really tough challenges and really, figured me out basically and gave me a really tough time. And I've had many, many bad games. I'm just as scared of that as they're probably scared of me. I just come back the next day and try and play my best. I don't really think much about how much people are scared of me.
You feel like you've become a more well-rounded player?
Yeah, I definitely had to focus on managing the game, especially when you play all around, offensive, defensively. And it's just been, one of my primary focuses is just to stay consistent.
Michelle? But for both of you guys, was there maybe a moment in that fourth set where your legs probably have to feel like concrete after, the match against Hawaii and you're down against Pepperdine, where maybe the two of you looked at each other, exchanged a look and said, okay, we somehow got to dig deeper, or how did you manage to pull that out? Because at that point, it seems to me it's almost more mental overcoming the physical.
It is. I think it is more mental. I mean, you're from the 5-game match the night before against Hawaii, obviously, our bodies were tired, and the only thing that could make that better is the mental part, and it's remembering that we're seniors, that it's not just for us, it's for the team, it's for the program, it's for the fans, and we have to take every point, every moment like it's our last. And when you remember that, your legs burning or shaking is really not a big deal anymore.
Mick, can you talk a little bit about Alex? Did she do anything against Hawaii or the Pepperdine match that really surprised you or not?
Well, Alex always surprises me. She seems to raise the level of her game, has raised it every year, and in situations, more so this year than the first 3 years, she's become fearless in changing and trying things and trusting herself. But I thought true greatness appeared in the Hawaii match. And then again, Pepperdine, where she just elevated her game when we needed her the most. If you remember, in the Pepperdine match, it was 13-13 in the fourth game, and we were down 2-1. And we called the timeout, and Alex came out 3 straight times, went over the top of the block, and bounced it in front of the libero in the middle back, who was exceptionally good that night. And that was a separation for us, 16-13. That was really a big game changer. And Pepperdine, for the first time, blinked I thought that's when they blinked, and then I think we rode that pretty good. There were time and time again in the Hawaii match that Alex brought us back in that second game. The second game was absolutely the most important game. We couldn't go in halftime down 2-0 with that crowd. And to come out on top was very, very important in the second game. And then in the fifth game, Alex just stepped it up. And we haven't asked her to do that. That's just something that happened. That's just, we've had other players that have stepped up like that, but Alex particularly this year has come to the forefront without anybody asking. She just kind of appears, and that's a sign of greatness, I think.